This WCF series is still tied, now at 2 games apiece, thanks to San Antonio's win in Game 4, which we probably should have won, but we had some foul trouble thanks to Don Payne's 5 first-half fouls, and that proved to be a big issue. We led by 8 going into that 4th quarter, and we just played some poor defense. We allowed 40 points, only scored 25, and we lost by 7. Now, a lot of those were free throws thanks to those last couple of fouls, but those still count as points. Those still helped them get the win, and now it's tied again, and we have to go back on the road in San Antonio today for Game 5, and then in Game 6 afterwards going back home. You just can't tell who's going to win this series right now. Like, we have had probably the 2 more dominant victories, because Game 1 we took by 14 points, and then Game 3 we took by even more. But in Game 2, they beat us by 8 points, by outscoring us in the 4th quarter by just as much, and in Game 4 they beat us by 7, outscoring us by 15 in the 4th quarter. So the 2 losses for us have really come down to the last quarter of the game, and the other ones have been us being in full control. So I think indications may tell you that we have been the better team this series, but it doesn't matter when you're all tied up, when anything can happen. We know how the Spurs are, and based off last game's defense, I did want to make a change because we still have not done a good job of slowing down SGA. He had a poor first couple of quarters last game, but in the 4th quarter, he kind of popped off and made things count. And Kyle Kuzma also popped off in Game 4 to help them win that game and tie the series up. So here are some wild adjustments that I have thought of. Maybe not too wild, but first, I wanted to bump Anderson up to 43 minutes in the game. He was getting about 38, but he was still playing a bit more than that. So I want to play him for even more, just because he has been so damn good. If you look at his recent games, all 4 of his recent games, in fact, even going into last series, have been phenomenal. 36 points on great shooting, 34 great shooting, 37 great shooting, 37 almost unheard of shooting numbers, 31 before that in the last game against Golden State, then 34, before that 41, before that 33, before that 32. It has not been since the first round against OKC where he had a game below 32 points or 31 points, and I think he needs to play even more. He played 43 last game, and so I'll try and at least match that for this next one. The only guy who lost or gained minutes besides him was Azette. And the only reason for that is because even though he had a good game last game, I mean, like, he's not playing that much anyways. And in the first 2 games, he did not even score. And in the last 2, he's only hit 2 shots. I think that we can afford to play Anderson for more and Azette for less. And one other change was a big one to our defense. Now, I am completely open to going back to what we used last game, because I do feel like that Don Payne being out pretty much changed the entire game plan for us, and I was not able to work around it. But I will try and do better this time if that does happen. I don't think it will, but if it does, I will try and do better at that. But for on-ball screens, this is for all the ones where the center is not the hedge defender, the center being Payne, and we're going to switch all of those. I think we have the personnel where we can feel comfortable having Todd Graves on any forward or guard that is not Calvin Gordon, but he's not even a guard or a forward, he's a center. So I think we can trust Todd Graves to guard spots 1 through 4, and I think with our height, with our shortest guy being 6'5" out there, we can afford to switch guys around easily, because they use a lot of screens off ball and on ball to start their actions. And one of the main concerns for me, and also from one commenter last episode, was how do we stop that one play where they have those double screens, then you have either a pick and pop, or you have a kick out to your left once you drive the basketball. They have used this action every game, multiple times a game, multiple times a quarter, and it has freed them up for either driving opportunities or mainly pick and pops or kickouts for threes. And so I think one way to remedy that is to switch all on and off ball. And so on ball screens where Payne is the hedge defender, we're going to ice those instead. And we're going to have nobody staying attached to the screener except for Payne staying attached to Calvin Gordon, which is where the icing comes into play. Otherwise, we're going to switch everything off ball. And for switch rules off ball, I have switch all. But Payne will still, I believe, be staying attached to Calvin Gordon. So we're not going to switch those. But he's not even really setting too many screens off ball anyways. We're going to stick with no pre-rotations, no drive help, no screen help, no cutter help. We're going to go under on all dribble handoffs because those don't create a whole lot of space. And there's not even like an actual screen that's being placed really. For down screens, we're going to switch those. We're going to switch all back and flare screens, and we're going to keep transition defense in automatic. So that's my game plan there. And I still do want to prefer to have Graves on Shea, but I'm no longer going to be too worried about that. And they're going to start Kuzma again in this game. So I'm just going to take Bobo off of Pokusevski, and we'll just leave, we'll leave Trey Murphy, we'll leave Matthew Jameson on automatic, and we'll leave, let's see, where is he? Josh Christopher, we'll put him on automatic, and we'll put Kyle Kuzma on automatic as well. So hopefully this will give us some better opportunities, and I do feel like I can trust Bobo to guard their guards. I feel like he is lengthy enough and quick enough to be able to do or to guard spots 1 through 4 and maybe even 5. But we saw him get bodied by Gordon on one of the last plays of the game in Game 4, so maybe not. But that's the game plan for this one. If the defense looks really bad somehow in the first half, I will go back to what worked in the previous couple of games, even though we still lost a couple of those. And yeah, without further ado, let's go into Game 5. And I am going to watch probably the whole thing. I think I've been convinced to watch the whole game. So we're going to watch the entirety of Games 5 and 6 today. Let's go. We are back on the road in the AT&T Center as Calvin Gordon wins the tip. The Spurs start with the ball with this tied Western Conference Finals series. The winner takes a 3-2 lead. There's that double action. They find Gordon. He shrugs off Payne and lays it in for an easy 2. I feel like that's not going to happen too often, but I think we did a better job guarding all of the off-ball actions there on that one possession as Halliburton drives and scores for our first bucket. Alexander, the step-back tray won't drop for him. He does like to take those off those double screens. Payne comes over and sets the screen. Anderson gets by Christopher, goes back to Payne, and he scores over SGA thanks to a mismatch. Don Payne so far in the playoffs, 18 points per game, 16.5 boards. With just below 2 steals, over 2 blocks, and 56% shooting from the field. He's been fantastic. Josh Christopher, tough floater, contested and off the mark. Halliburton, off the screen from Bobo, kicks it back to him. Wide open Trey. I love this for us. We have gone to this action a lot. The pick and pop with Bobo has usually worked. There's been a couple of times where he's been pretty inconsistent, but overall he's been good. And now a steal off of Christopher. We're back with it, up by 5. Got a mismatch down low for Payne against Alexander again. He's right at the rim for 2. Quick start for us. Alexander hesitates, goes up at the rim, missed the layup. Kuzma's there for the board. He got it because Bobo was there to stop the shot, and now because Payne stays attached, Christopher gets in there for a easy jam. All right, briefly, I just want to go over what happened here, just so it is obvious why this happened. So this is one of the spots where Gordon is the guy making the screen, and that is going to keep Payne attached to Gordon. And so Anderson gets stuck on the screen because Gordon's a massive person, and Christopher drives in there for the layup, or for the dunk rather. If this keeps on happening, if they keep going to it because it keeps working, then I will change the settings for the on-ball screen where Payne is the hedge defender, and we'll do something else like a soft hedge or a hard hedge. Off the screen, Anderson back to Payne, good passing, and now he draws the foul on Gordon. And that's if we can, possibly put him in foul trouble in this first half. We have failed to do it the last 2 games. First free throw drops for Don. And he knocks down both. Good work. Double screens for Christopher. We do the switch, and it seems to work. They could not find the open pass. So you're seeing an example right there of the change working. Christopher for three, no good, and Graves was there on defense. Good stop. Anderson fires over SGA with the left hand and got it to go. He's averaged 36 points per game in this series. Even better than he was in last year's series, I think. He might have averaged even more, maybe. It's possible. He had some huge performances there as Gordon slips behind Payne down low and Christopher gets the assist. Halliburton finds Payne right at the rim for two. What a pass and a quick shot. Another double screen. We cover it well again. Christopher has a mismatch against Bol, but I think we can trust those guys to lock him down. He's blocked out of bounds by Payne as those two switched. But I'm saying, man, our bigs can guard their guards. And Graves was there too. I'm not sure that... I think Christopher scores there if Payne does not block the shot. But Graves was still there. Murphy's going to inbound for him. 6 on the shot clock. They're going to find Gordon, I think, in the corner. Yes, they will. Christopher, though, has it. He has to jack it up. And he can't finish at the rim. Anderson was there. That's what I'm saying, man. I think we have the personnel to guard 1 through 4. And so far, I like what I'm seeing. Halliburton to Bol in the corner. He passed up the shot, though. Has a mismatch on Christopher, but we don't even bother trying to attack it. Halliburton, mid-ranger, that's off the mark. Payne skies for the board. Has a lane for the two, missed it. And Gordon does a nice job on that defensive recovery. Christopher this time finds Alexander in the corner. A little bit different action right there, but still a double screen that does not pan out. That was an open look, though. Graves, baseline drive, getting around Kuzma in for the two. 17-6 to the first 5 of this first quarter. Kuzma, lead pass to Gordon, and he finishes at the rim. Payne trying to be careful, not trying to get called for a foul there, it looked like. Halliburton has a free lane as Gordon stayed attached to Don Payne and would just not step up to stop him. Christopher hesitates, goes back to Murphy, but Halliburton's there. Now Kuzma in the corner, off the screen from Gordon. And Anderson, nice job to help on defense, actually. Alexander hits the shot regardless, but I don't mind that possession on defense. Halliburton has a lane, back out to Bol, wide open for the tray again, but it's offline. Payne's there, pulling it down in traffic. And what can we draw up now? Anderson, back to Bol, a second try from 3, but it won't drop. Gordon somehow got it to Murphy. Not sure how that pass slipped through. Now his 3 is blocked by Don Payne, and Anderson has the board. Got a mismatch down low for Payne against Murphy. Back him down, sir. Go to work. He missed the shot. Oh, wow. Gordon. Wow, that was bad. Bad defense in transition. Halliburton inside. Hands off to Payne. Great pass. Another second foul on Gordon. I see the vision. We'll see if they keep Calvin Gordon in here in this first quarter. The first free throw will not drop for Payne this time. They will take Gordon out. Sanders checks in for him. Poku and Batista and Hickson all in there as well for San Antonio. So Murphy, the lone starter out there right now for them. As we bring in Carney and Keldon Johnson, as Halliburton and Graves will take a seat. Hickson going ISO mode against Carney. Double clutching, blocked out of bounds by Bol. Nice help defense from behind. Sanders will be the inbound man. 7 on the clock. He goes to Hickson. He will pump fake. He drives it, and is blocked at the rim by Don Payne. Shot clock winding down. Keldon Johnson back to Carney for the triple. That one rolls around but off. Murphy now a chance from deep. That one's not going to fall though. We've only allowed 12 points so far. As Anderson gets inside, slipping by Batista for 2. We lead by 10. Dixon from behind the line, got it. I considered also increasing our, well, not increasing, but decreasing the space that we allow between us and the guys that we're supposed to be defending, like for on-ball and off-ball pressure. So I might put it up to smother, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a good idea because that might free up more chances for guys to drive to the rim, but we'll see. Dixon pump fakes up into a shot. That's a nice move. Don Payne blocked on the shot by Sanders. Wow. I don't love that shot selection either. Hickson, free path over. Johnson got it to go. He's got, what, 7 straight points? And he's cut the gap to 3 by himself. Bobo, the triple. Got it to go this time. Good shot. Murphy, corner, Trey. Can't knock it down. He has not done a whole lot to start off Game 5. Same play as last time, the cuts. He gets the feed from Bobo. He attacks the rim and scores over Batista. Batista to Hickson. He pump fakes a couple of times. Now Sanders, the mid-ranger, but that one's offline. About a minute to go in this first quarter. Let's increase our lead now. Anderson waiting for an open man. He finds Keldon Johnson. Now Carney with it. Back to Anderson for the contested 2. Won't fall, but Payne's there with a big board. And Bobo's called for a loose ball foul. So San Antonio gets possession. Azette and Vanda will check in as Payne and Anderson will take a breather. Batista off the screen. Fires a 3 and knocks it down. Supposed to switch those. Bobo the screen. Carney down low. Out of a shot. Finds Bobo for the lay-in. Nice pass. Last shot attempt of the quarter coming up. Hickson off the screen. Fires a 3. And he missed it. Vancouver leads 29-22 after 1. Felt like our defense has kind of worked. I think it's got most of their players into a funk and out of their offensive rhythm. Start of the second quarter, and we got off to a great start. We start off with the lob from Keldon Johnson to Omer Azette. Wow. Okay. We're here to play. Batista attacks the rim. Gordon lost the handle, but hangs on to it after a moment, but he missed the shot. Another example of some defensive issues. Payne should definitely not have gone away from Gordon. I think we can trust Azette there to get back to a Batista in time. Halliburton lost the handle, gets back to it. Vando's got the ball at the rim. They'll pass out of it. Why do we give it back to him? Halliburton has to force the 3, and it's good despite Alexander being right there. Alexander inside for the dunk. I feel like all their dunks have come off of the screens where we're staying attached. Don Payne high screen. Halliburton gets down low and hits the shot. Good start to this quarter. Batista behind the back and then going up into a shot. Fouled by Vanderbilt. That's a clear foul. First free throw is online. Anderson will check back in. Zet takes a seat. So trying to give number 5 as much playing time as possible without running his ass into the ground. Halliburton to Anderson. Over Gordon. Bucket in the foul. I keep saying it, man. He just does it against Gordon. Somehow, some way, he just knows how to finish over him. And that is the third on Gordon as well, with 10-12 to go in the half, but he will stay in the contest. So another chance, hopefully, for us to attack on at least one more foul by halftime before he checks out of the game. And that could be big for the second half. Christopher off a couple of screens, blocked from behind by Payne. It's working. Shot clock hits 5. Alexander waits for the screen. Goes back to Gordon for the open shot. Payne, we said stay attached, man. Even though he missed the shot, which is nice, gotta stay attached. Anderson, long 2, just missed it. Alexander attacking the rim, fading away, but he missed the shot. Halliburton made that one tough on him. Gordon Johnson, a few feet behind the line, can't hit. Gordon pulls it down. San Antonio down by 13 points, trying to get into an offensive rhythm, but we have not let them so far. Bogusevsky gets down low, passes back to Alexander, who's fouled hard by Anderson. Is he all right? He might be hurt. He seems to be okay. First free throw will fall for him. Yeah, he is all right. And he hits both. Gordon Johnson gets the feed. Working on Pokusevski. And he scores. Great work. We've shot a striking 63%. They have shot less than 40. We saw this happen. We saw very similar numbers last game. And then the second half came around with those fouls from Don Payne. So, got to be careful here. Alexander spins inside over 2 defenders. Got it this time. That's a nice finish. Anderson, who I think has yet to even take a three-pointer, will fire here over Gordon, but that one's not going to drop. He has not taken too many jumpers, and when he has not hit them in this game. I imagine that'll be changing for the better here soon. As he pokes the ball out from Pokusevski. And now Kuzma's shot off the loose ball is blocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt. Somehow the Spurs still have possession after all of that. Let me guess, they're going to score here. Kuzma to Alexander for the tray. There it is, man. It's telegraphed. Whenever they get a loose ball that we jar loose, if they get the block back, they score. Gordon Johnson cuts, but Payne throws it, and it's stolen by Poku. Come on, man, we can't be doing this now. Anderson gets it back, though. We'll take it. And he steps back and fires over Christopher, and that one drops. 11 points for Anderson so far. On track to probably score above 30 again if he keeps it up. Alexander attacking the rim. Fouled on the third foul by Anderson. So now he is potentially in foul trouble. 7:06 to play. We still haven't drawn the fourth foul on Gordon, but which I really want us to, because that'll be huge. Free throws drop once more for Alexander. It's where he lives, at the charity stripe. Anderson over Gordon. Missed it. Payne's got to grab that board, though, man. And now pass deflected, and Anderson gets it. It was poked out by Jared Vanderbilt. Mismatch for Payne down low on Kuzma. Back him down and score at the rim. There you go. Go to work. There is a mismatch with Gordon Johnson guarding Gordon. The Spurs don't see it, though. Alexander trying to get by Halliburton. Step back. Hesitation, and the shot is good. SGA having a much better second quarter than a first quarter, and he's up to 15 points. Under 6 to play here in the first half. Halliburton, tough shot over Sanders. No. We got to start taking some smarter shots here, because recently I'm not liking the looks that we're taking here. We also aren't being too consistent either. Christopher blocked by Halliburton. They get it back. Of course they do. Christopher for 3. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see? This is ridiculous. Can we just get the goddamn boards off the blocks? It'll make our lives so much easier, and now the game's cut to 5. All of a sudden. We've been in control the whole time. Halliburton draws the 4th on Gordon. There you go. Perfect. That is what I was looking for. First free throw. Good. And Gordon is going to check out. Sanders will stay in, but he'll move to center as Poku checks back in with Trey Murphy. We're back up by 7. Let's just finish this half off strong now. Hickson, tough 3, hits back iron, and Payne's there for the rebound. Halliburton waiting for a screen from Payne. He will fire over Sanders. It's blocked out of bounds. Shot clock violation. Christopher with the ball. Off the screen from Sanders. His pass is deflected and stolen by Payne. He was right there. Too big for the pass to get through. But now we turn it over. Halliburton was trying to find Graves' back door. But Sanders stepped in front. And it's like our steal never even happened. Shot clock winding down. Christopher has to get it off. And he scores. Are you kidding me? The offense has got to pick things up here, man. We got off to a pretty good start, but we have not done well recently. We almost turned the ball over there. 5 on the clock. Todd Graves to Halliburton. Has to shoot over Hickson with the left. Great running shot. Spurs call timeout. Hickson for 3 again. That's not going to drop this time. All right. Just over 3 to go. Let's put the pedal to the metal and just get the offense going before this half is over so we can carry the momentum into the second half. There's a good start. Bol for 3. Batista, tough shot, fading away. Not a smart one. Now, if they want to keep taking those, well, they are more than welcome to. Anderson, long 2 this time. Got it. Batista lost the handle. Gets it back. And Poku stepped out of bounds and then touched the ball. So we take over. Vanderbilt will check in place of Bol, who will move to center as Don Payne will take a rest. Halliburton does 2 and Carney checks in for point guard. Carney to Anderson. He gets by Batista, hesitates, and then goes up with the lay-in. Fantastic stuff whenever he gets in the paint. He's 7 for 11 now with the 15 points. Carney sticking with Hickson so far. Nice pump fake, though. Hickson has got some really nice pump fakes, man. This guy knows how to free himself up when he's got a guy in front of him. Right now, the Spurs have taken more shots than we have, which means that they have more rebounds, too, most likely. Actually, I think we actually lead in rebounds, but more shots for them is still not a good thing. Bol over Sanders. He's fouled. Both teams have had plenty of chances so far in the first half of the charity stripe. We're going to tack on a few more. Bol knocks down both, and our lead goes to 14. 1:20 and counting left. Batista cannot cut the gap any further. Add some space there, too. Yeah, we got 20 boards to their 12 as Bol with a beautiful drive and finish at the rim. And he draws the second straight foul against Sanders. I'm telling you, man, when Bol gets involved offensively and is hitting his shots, that means that pretty much everybody else is too. Poku left open by a little bit, but he can't knock it down. And the Spurs have missed a lot of open shots. I'm not going to call that one wide open, but it was definitely a good look. Carney to Anderson. He feeds Bobo. Trying to attack Sanders for a third straight time. No, he won't. Anderson for three in the corner. It's good. And our lead jumps up to 20 just like that. The Spurs will have the final possession of the half. But we have finished it off strong regardless of how this last shot goes. Batista hanging with it. Left wide open. But he can't knock it down. Another open look that falls short. And Vancouver all of a sudden is up by 20. 64-44 at the break. Awesome first half. Starts of the third quarter, and if we get through the majority of this quarter, I probably just might watch all of it, and then if it's not close at the fourth quarter, then I'll probably just sim towards the end of this one, because I don't want to waste too much time if we're just watching a blowout here in the second half. And I want to get to Game 6, because we're going to watch, presumably, all of that one too, unless that one gets into a blowout as well. Christopher on the other end. Can't hit it, though. And we're back with it. Both teams missing their first shot of the half. Payne over Christopher. Just back him down, man. It's so simple. And also, San Antonio is starting Sanders this half. They're not going to risk Gordon picking up his fifth foul. Why could we not do this last game? Like, they saw what we did, and they saw our screw up, and they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to make the same mistake as them. Anderson to Payne. Time counting down. Halliburton has to pull the trigger for three, and it drops. Those are the first points of the half for either squad. 16 points for Halliburton, shooting over 60% in the contest. Having one of his best games of the series. Over the top feed to Sanders, deflected, but he gets back to it. Good defense, all things considered. Oh, it's his first bucket too. And Calvin Gordon is now at the scorer's table, ready to check back in, so he will be here in the early part of the quarter. Anderson, catch and shoot. No. That had to have been his first. No, that was his second three-point attempt of the day. His first one was that corner shot, and Sanders missed the dunk. Payne came flying out on defense and contested that one. And now Halliburton lobs it, but Kuzma skies for it. Not a good pass. Christopher to Alexander. Double screens. And he's in there for the jam. Graves made the wrong move there. Supposed to switch. Halliburton to Anderson. Against Christopher. Fadeaway. Bucket and the foul. Why would you foul this guy down there? You know what's going to happen. He's already got two in the bag. It'll give a chance for Gordon to step back into this game. The free throw drops. And we're up by 22. Christopher. Guarded by Graves now. In there for the layup, but he missed it. Another nice stop when you're seeing time and time again the switching is working. Anderson. Over Shea. Yes, sir. Another double screen. Anderson picks up Shea this time, and we thwart that attempt. Kuzma off the corner screen over Bobo, hits it, and that's Bobo's fault. You gotta just get higher up there, man. He's in the air taking a shot, and you're just on the floor. Halliburton. Mid-range jumper. Too much under it. Shea. Attacks the rim. He is fouled by Anderson, his fourth. With 8:10 to go in the third. He's pissed about the call. We'll see if he stays in the game. I think he probably will. Yes, he will. First free throw good. Alexander hits both again. Off-ball screen from Payne. Trying to free up Anderson. He drives. And we'll draw the second foul on Christopher. Trying to answer right back with some free throws of his own. First one is up and good. Second one is good as well, as Cullen Johnson will check in for Todd Graves. Shea takes it back out to Murphy. We did not cover it well that time. Anderson for three. It's contested. Offline. Murphy back out to Alexander, but Cullen Johnson's there to meet him. Screen from Gordon. And now he's in there for the jam. And once he gets going up in the air, there's no stopping him. He's got 21 now. 7 for 11 from the field. A lot of free throws as well. Anderson gets the feed. Step back Jay. Offline. Gordon's there. We have not seen a whole lot of offensive rebounds from Payne in this game. Kuzma over Bol. Can you stop this guy? I get he's got like 4 total points, but I'm sick of him. Halliburton into a shot. Missed it. Back iron. Gotta take some better looks here, guys. It's not a smart shot, I don't think. Christopher on the double screen action. Missed the 3. Halliburton steps back. Mid-range jumper. He's missed a couple shots in a row now. Let's stop shooting for a minute. Christopher in the paint. High arcing shot off the glass and through. Now our lead's been cut to 13 points. They just shot better in this third quarter. A lot better than the first 2. Now they're closing the gap because our offense can't find their rhythm. But we can go to this guy for some. Another foul on Christopher. I think that's his 3rd of the half. First shot up and good. We're going to bring in Jared Vanderbilt in place of Bol. Free throws are good. Kuzma off the screen from Gordon. Attacks the rim. Vanderbilt's there. How is he doing this? Anderson waiting for the screen. Now firing. No, he finds Payne on the roll. What a great pass out of the shot. That was awesome. Under 5 to go in the quarter now is holding on to a lead. I think we've led pretty much the entire game after their initial bucket. And I think ever since then we have led the game. So that's promising, but they are slowly trying to wiggle their way back in. Kuzma missed it this time. That's what I'm talking about. Good job there, Cullen Johnson. They met him at the peak of the shot. Payne lost it, though, and Hickson ends up with the steal. In transition. He hands off to Batista. Blocked from Payne from behind. Anderson rolls. Vando finds him against Kuzma. The defense doesn't matter on this guy. Hickson. Blocked by Vanderbilt on the layup attempt. This defense is so stout. Anderson peels around. Gets the feed. Goes back to Halliburton. Got to get a shot off here. He fires over Hickson and it's good. And we're back up by 19 points. Kyle Kuzma has it poked out by Vanderbilt and stolen. Another great play by Jared Vanderbilt right there. He's had a couple of those already in the quarter. Don Payne's had some too. Anderson, who's now tired out there. Over Gordon. Blocked. He gets it back though. Can we score off a block shot? Vanderbilt, pass the ball, man. Cullen Johnson can't knock it down. Apparently, I guess that's the one thing we can't do is score off with a block shot. Bogusevsky back to Kuzma. Wide open triple, and it's good. After a timeout, Bol and Joel Carney will check back into the game. Carney in there for Halliburton and Bol in there for Don Payne. Anderson gets the feed. He gets by Batista in there. Bucket and the foul. A third on Sanders. They just haven't figured out how to stop this guy. They had a whole year to figure it out, and they can't do it. Batista kicks it back out to Pokusevski. Nice passing. But again, the Spurs have just not been good from 3, especially if they've been open. Cullen Johnson, speaking of, an open look. And also speaking of, a guy who can't knock it down. Batista, a quick trigger. That one rattles out. About 90 seconds and counting left here in the third quarter. Time counting down. Anderson has to fire. Can't miss a shot to start the quarter. I don't even know anymore. He's got 34. Still a whole quarter left to play. He's going to have his best game of the entire series in this one. Poku steps out of bounds. He turns it over. Things are falling apart after they closed the gap to around 13. And now things are getting much, much worse to end the third. Omer Izette checks in for Keldon Johnson. Vanderbilt out there as well. We're going small ball. Anderson gets the feed. Back out to Graves. Corner three. Open look. He's got it. Nice pass. SGA. Back to Gordon. Now to Sanders. Pokusevski will rattle it off, but that one's not going to fall. Gordon gets the offensive board. That's the one issue we have right now with going small ball out there. We'll see if we can get a stop regardless. Izette almost got it. Are you serious? That should be a steal, not a three-pointer. That's what I'm talking about, man. Carney. To Vanderbilt at the rim, bucket and foul on Gordon, his fifth. And a chance to answer with a three-point play of our own. Would have never expected Vanderbilt to do that, but he does. And that three-pointer no longer matters. The quarter ends with Vancouver up big, 93-69. This game's all but over. All right, 12 minutes to play. I'm going to sim a little bit ahead. If they close the gap by any dangerous amount, then I will jump in. But it looks like we are doing a good job of keeping them at bay here in the fourth quarter. We'll jump in right about now. Well, guys, I think we have found the defensive solution to the San Antonio Spurs. And it's to switch pretty much everything, because the defense was locked down all game long, and it's Vancouver that takes Game 5 to go up 3-2. The final buzzer sounds, and we are one game away, one win away from punching our tickets to our second straight NBA Finals and our first chance to truly defend it. Despite the loss, Alexander drops 29 points. Another great day. He pretty much met his average from this series. He was averaging 29 coming into this game, and he scores just as much. But I really do feel like the switching worked really well, especially against Christopher, on Batista, on Hickson, and on Calvin Gordon, who we held to 8 points and 13 boards. He did end up fouling out, probably in the, start of the fourth quarter. The foul trouble definitely helped out, but what a performance by us. This has to be his worst game of the entire season. Let me parse through and find one that's worse than that. I don't think it's going to be possible, though. I just went through all his games. He has not scored less than 12 points at all this season until today. Don Payne is a master of defense. It's working, guys. We found the solution. Trey Murphy did nothing. Pokusevski did nothing. Tommy Sanders did nothing. Hickson and Batista, a lot less than you would expect from those guys. Actually, I guess around what you would expect. Josh Christopher, though, had 14 points, but he was 6 for 20. By far our best job against him. The switching is the answer that we have discovered. Anderson, the Human Torch, drops 44, 7, and 5. Did not miss a free throw today. Shoots 15 for 28. They cannot stop him. Halliburton 21 and 15. Nice day for him. Only 3 turnovers. Don Payne, one of his best days of the season and series. 17 points, 13 boards, and 6 blocks to go with it. Bol Bol had 16 points, all which came in the first half. He did not score anything in the second, but he did not need to. And they only shot 26% from 3. That is a great indication. We had a lot more free throws than them, but I think that's because we just gave them less driving opportunities. They took a lot less shots on drives than you would expect. And we played solid defense. We didn't foul a whole lot. And just beautiful basketball that was played by us. We had 11 total blocks as a team. We shot 38% from 3 as a team, which is beautiful. 52% overall. 52 points in the paint. We had no second chance points, which has got to be a first in the series for us. They had 13, but we had 35 assists to their 18. They had a lot more bench points. But a great win overall. Complete domination throughout. And now it's time for us to finish it off at home. And it looks like Philadelphia just took down the Celtics in 6 to be the first team to make it into the finals this season. So if we win this game, that's who we face. The Spurs will stick with Kyle Kuzma at power forward. Poku will not make a return to their lineup as we head back home to Rogers Arena to hopefully put the Spurs to bed and get ourselves back in the finals. Halliburton, good starts. Bucket and foul on Kuzma to start things off. The free throw is up and good. 3-0 start. Kuzma attacks the rim. Back to Gordon. Somehow got the pass through and the shot off. Payne to Anderson. Open 3. It's good. Christopher. Isolation against Anderson. I haven't seen this too often. Is he going to actually dribble the ball like past him or what? He will try, but it's blocked. That could have been either him or Payne, but one of them got the stuff. Halliburton back to Payne. Good pass, and the open shot won't drop, but that's a good look. And now Graves jumps the pass from Murphy. They were trying to find Alexander right at the rim, but he saw it all the way. Anderson rolls to the rim. Payne missed the pass. He'll find it now. 5 on the clock. Anderson, the triple again. 2 for 2. Christopher attacking the rim again, and this time will finish. Halliburton was wide open. Gordon sets the screen. Kuzma launches a 3, but that was very well covered there by Bol Bol. Halliburton. Back to Bol Bol, now to Graves. Shot clock hits 5. He's down low. Over Alexander. Yes, sir. Alexander tries to fit it through the window, but Graves and Payne team up for the steal. The defense on display already in this game has been fantastic. Kuzma will launch a 3, and this time it'll go through. Graves trying to respond. Online, yes, sir. This offense, man, they're just clicking time and time again. Christopher at the rim, lays it in again. He loves that left hand. Bol Bol, nice pump fake. He gets around Kuzma. He missed the jumper though, but still a nice move regardless if he made the shot or not. Kuzma down low, stuffed. Anderson over Christopher, missed the shot. Payne's there on the glass. He tried to throw it up off the opposite side of the backboard, but he was fouled too, so that might have been why he did that. First free throw up and good. And Payne knocks down both, and we have doubled the Spurs up early on. Alexander steps back. That's a nice move. Graves crosses. Another three-point attempt. That one's off, though, but Payne's there on the glass for 2 and the foul on Alexander. It's already more second chance points than we had all last game. Free throw is good again. Alexander over Graves at the rim. Got it to go. Good defense, better offense. Off the screen, Halliburton back to Payne. Second try from the mid-range, but both shots have gone a bit wayward. Alexander, pass deflected by Anderson, and he had Gordon past Payne. That was going to be a bucket if he does not deflect that pass. And man, the hands on this team have been just spectacular. Wide open corner 3 for Anderson, but he can't hit. That's all right. Christopher, blocked by Bobo. Had 2 defenders on him. Halliburton finds some space, but can't knock it down. Bit of a cold spell for the offense the last couple of shots. Time winding down. Christopher over Halliburton. Got it. He's been their main source of offense. He's got 6 points. Don Payne trying to go to work on Gordon. Tough shot. Bogusevsky finds Batista. Has to fire it off, but he missed it. Anderson's there on the glass. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Holding on to a 6-point lead. Carney makes it 9. Batista, a step back this time, and that one will fall. That's a nice one. Gordon Johnson. A few feet from the hoop, stuffed out of bounds. And keep possession. You don't gotta watch a replay of that. Let's just skip out of this. Come on, Jesus. I gotta watch that twice. Bobo inbounds to Anderson. We just missed the pass. What's happening? The shot is off the mark. Ixon blocked by Bobo. This help defense is immaculate. We look great out there, especially on the interior defense. It's been so perfect. Gordon Johnson, deep shots. Can we take some smarter ones? Bogusevsky, mismatch against Carney. Out to Hickson. He's fouled on the shot by Anderson. And by the way, remind me to add whatever I got to add to the jersey. The Bill Russell patch. I think we need to add that. And is there anything else that I'm missing that needs to go onto all 3 of our uniforms? If there is, let me know in the comments. Well, now there's time counting down. We find Anderson backdoor, and that's a nice pass. Batista steps back and hits it again. He's got 6 points. KJ blocked. I think he was blocked by both guys at the same time, but he got it back, and now he's fouled. So we are going to get some points out of it. Taking a page out of the Spurs playbook. Azette will check in for Anderson. As Gordon Johnson hits both. And off to Batista. At the rim, spinning. Azette meets him there. And now Gordon in the corner. Trey not going to drop. He has not done a whole lot in this first quarter. Mismatch for Bobo. If we can find it. Looks like we're not going to set up for it. Gordon Johnson missed the shot. Well, we had Bobo and Hickson. That's got to be an easy 2. And KJ so far 0 for 4. Hickson to Batista. Another 3-pointer. And that one's good too. Barney stops on a dime, but left it short. Oh, what a spin move by Hickson. Can this guy stop putting the moves on us, man? They've tied the game at 28. Zet rolls. Vando finds him. Pump fake. Took way too long to go back up, but Batista's not even going to try to contest it. Hickson to Gordon. He's got Bobo on him. He can't hit the fadeaway. And the first quarter ends with Vancouver with a slim lead. Start of the second quarter. What the hell was that? SGA's got 6. Gordon Johnson double clutches, and this time will score his first points of the contest. His first bucket of the contest. He had a couple free throws. We'll take a bucket for him. Got to get him going. He's an important part of the bench unit. Alexander steps back, fires, and missed the shot. I will say the Spurs have obviously shown us that they can rebound and react to the stuff that we change in our defensive looks after, you know, like one game after. So I'm theorizing that, you know, this is why the game is this close. They have tried a lot of those double screen actions, and they have not really scored off them a whole lot. They've scored on other moves besides that. But they have been known to not let themselves out of a series once they go down. So I'm not going to expect us to blow them out here, and so far we're not. The free throws for Sanders both drop. I think that was Payne's first foul, which I guess we'll take it here in the second, right? Anderson steps back. Does not fire, though. Shot clock hits 5. Halliburton to Keldon Johnson. Open corner 3. Missed it. That was a wide open look, too. Murphy was not in range to be anywhere close to blocking that shot. Got to start knocking these jumpers down. Don't want the Spurs to take the lead here, do we? Christopher off the screen has an open look, but it hits back iron. Halliburton sees a lane, attacks, and hits the shots. Still nursing that bruised right shoulder, but honestly, I can't really tell that it's bothering him too much on those shots or anything, and the free throws have been good. Kuzma, the triple. No. Halliburton lost the handle. It's star loose by Kuzma and stolen. He just ran right into him. Quick pass up ahead to Christopher. Baseline layup between Anderson and KJ, and he got the finish. 8 points for him, 4 for 7. Keldon Johnson in the paint. 2 guys on him. Back out to Halliburton for the open shot. That's off, though. Christopher, time counting down. Vando locking him down. Don't foul him, and we don't. Great stop. Go up ahead fast to Anderson. He's got Alexander on him. This should be a drive opportunity here. But we're going to feed Payne instead, which I also like over Kuzma. Just back him down next time, please. Stop taking these shots. Alexander attacking the basket. What a pass to Kuzma, but he can't hit the shot. Payne was right there in his face. Anderson steps back, frees himself up, and hits it. Off the screen, Alexander throws it right to Don Payne. Trying to find Sanders' back door, but we are not allowing that today. Halliburton hits it with the left on the other end, defense to offense. That's how this team operates. 5 for 7 from the field is Halliburton. Alexander at the rim on the other end, missed the shot. Payne's there again for the stop. There's a mismatch. Payne on Alexander. You can't turn it over there. I thought we did, but Payne got it after a bobbled pass. Wow. Blocked by Payne. I thought he was going to dunk that. I really did. Don Payne is just a goddamn machine. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff on the defensive end today. I love what this new change has done. Keldon Johnson misses it from 2 feet away. Isolation mode for Josh Christopher. Halliburton's there with him. He stays in front. Almost blocked the shot, and he forced the miss, too. Look at that grit, man. Stand in front. Just fully contesting the shots. It's just beautiful. Halliburton. Wow, what was that pass? Keldon Johnson picks it up and hits the 3. And now Vando jumped the pass. It was deflected, but Kuzma still ends up with it. Christopher off the screen now. Cannot find a lane to shoot. Sanders will fire, and he picks up the second foul on Payne. First free throw is up and good. Second one is off the mark. Payne attacks the rim and draws the first on Gordon. Getting aggressive. Honestly, how are they going to win with Steve Nash? That's what I'm wondering. First free throw left short. Maybe that's how. Missing free throws. Second one will fall. Vancouver leads by 11. 5 to play in the half. Christopher posterizes Anderson. But how? Halliburton. Back to Bobo. Great pick and pop. Too much under the shot, though. It's like one of our first times using that play in this game, though. We didn't use it a whole lot in the first quarter, and used it a lot last game. Gordon, wide open top of the key, but he can't hit it either. Anderson with Hickson guarding him. Out to Bobo for the triple. Another one that's too far. Tipped out of bounds off of Payne. Pokusevski. He just threw it right to Todd Graves. At this point, they think that we're on their same team. That's how good of defense we're playing. Anderson peels around. Gets the pass. Batista's there. We got to pass out of it. Probably go back to him. Let him attack the rim. Or fire off a screen. Either one works. You see what I'm saying? Spurs call timeout. 12 points for Anderson on 62%. Batista has it jarred loose and stolen. I think that was Todd Graves that stuck his hand in there. And again, like, how many turnovers and blocks do we have? It's got to be a lot. Like ones that we've forced. Anderson cuts and gets the feed from Tyrese for the buckets. 13-point lead. 3 to go in the quarter. Hickson stops on a dime, but can't hit the mid-range jumper. The Spurs offense is doing even worse this half than they did in the first half of last game. They weren't too good there either. Graves, that is a tough shot. Batista out to Hickson. Time under 5. Blocked by Anderson. Everybody's getting involved here on the defensive end. I just cannot praise these guys enough. Time counting down. Anderson on the move. How does he do it? He's a god amongst men out there. Christopher. Fouled from behind by Bobo. Almost had a clean block. Keyword almost. Free throw good. He's got one more. Vando checks in for us. Carney does too. Graves. Spotting up, but can't hit. Hickson, nice find. Batista is killing us from deep in this one. Carney to Anderson. Hop step and stuffed by Gordon. Back in his face. A legal screen on Batista. I did not even see what happened there, but we take over, up by 11. 43 seconds left. Wow, how did that pass get through? I have no clue. But the assist goes to Anderson. Batista has Graves draped all over him. Back to Christopher. Good passing by the Spurs. But now the shot clock is about to strike 0. Hickson has to launch it. And it's off. Last shot of the half coming up. Anderson, spot up 3. Offline. But we lead by 13 at the break. 55-42. The defense looks even better than last game. And the offense is keeping things up. The same story as last game. If the third quarter goes very well for us, then we'll probably just sim the fourth quarter. But if it's still within, this same range of points, we're just going to keep on watching. Christopher starts off the half with a bucket for the Spurs. Halliburton, fadeaway. No, Payne tips it up. Bobo grabs it and throws it in. Alexander, the triple, that's good. Very quick start for the Spurs. Graves, spin move. Can't hit the layup though, but nice take. Kuzma finds Gordon behind Graves. Now why is that happening? Payne should definitely have been in Gordon that time. Not sure what the issue was there, but now the Spurs have finally got it within 8 for the first time in a while. Graves for 3. No, I thought that was going to fall. Oh, now they want to feed Gordon down low and another mismatch. Why is Graves on Gordon again? Payne is the matchup, and we are not switching those two off. Only 6 points for Gordon, though. 3 for 6. Where's he been? Anderson's here. Okay. Alexander gets in there. Nobody steps up. What the hell? Tyrese here in the corner. Off the screen from Bobo. Gets down low. Kuzma too late to react. 13 points for Halliburton, 8 of which have come inside the paint. We're back up by 8. Let's try and go on a run and not let these guys back in this game. Christopher double clutches and finishes at the hoop. Bobo came flying in trying to help out, and Christopher is now 7 for 12. Anderson gets the feed. Wide open look with the left hand. He's got 21 now. Gordon the screen. Kuzma over the top. And Payne was too late to react. They've actually shot better than we have, huh? We've just taken a lot more shots than them. That's pretty interesting. That's, I guess, why this is only a 6-point game. Halliburton back to Bobo. Wide open 3. Yeah, that's a good play. Christopher. Crossover. Down low. Fouled by Bobo. Just the second on him. Christopher knocks down the first. And both are good. Tommy Sanders will check in at power forward in place of Kuzma. Gordon Johnson checks in and immediately attacks the basket with the bucket. Nice double clutch around Murphy. Alexander. Tough shot with 2 big men right there in his face. Halliburton gets by Sanders. Gordon's there to get the stop. Almost blocked it too. Murphy, the triple. Got it to go. That's the first thing he's done in quite a while. Only made 1 shot last game. High screen. Halliburton. Back to Bobo. This play is working out in terms of getting Bobo open, but he hasn't necessarily been elite from out there in this one. Alexander steps back, goes back in, and he draws the foul on Payne, his 3rd. Free throws coming up to close our lead down to probably 4. First free throw, good. Second free throw is good too, as Vanderbilt will check in place of Bobo. Batista comes in for San Antonio. We've got a game on our hands. Vanderbilt to Halliburton, passed up the open look. We go to Anderson instead. He'll fire the 3. That one is off, tipped up, but right to Tommy Sanders. Half the quarter gone. It's now a 4-point game. Alexander gets around Keldon Johnson. What was that? That was terrible defense. Keldon Johnson with Murphy on him. Down low, blocked on the shot. Now the Spurs have the ball and a chance to take the lead back if they hit a 3. Double screens. We cover it semi-well until the foul by Payne is 4th, and now a point away from taking the lead is Calvin Gordon. The free throw is good, and now we're losing the game. Their first lead since the opening bucket. In fact, not even for the opening bucket, because I think we scored that. That might be their first lead of the whole game. Maybe. That might have taken a 1-point lead in the first quarter at some point, but I do not recall. Anderson gets inside around Gordon for the foul. We're going to take this back immediately. First one, good. Not going to make any defensive adjustments yet. If they keep on scoring and the fourth quarter gets here, it might have to, but I mean, sometimes they just have players that you aren't going to be able to stop the entire game, and that's all right. We're still playing some good defense overall. They got less than 70 points still. Hickson, though, hits the shot. Their role players have definitely been a lot better in this one than last game. Halliburton fouled on the other end by Hickson. And more free throws will let us respond immediately. But he misses the first. Just don't go 0 for 2. Tie ball game. Jarred loose by Vanderbilt, and Batista lost it. Another example of Vanderbilt being a huge piece of this defense, especially off the bench. Keldon Johnson, deep three. Wide open. He takes a lot of those, and today he has not done well. Oh, we got a mismatch for Sanders against Halliburton. We got to find a switch for that. We're going to do double screens with Batista. He spins. Hesitates. Payne's there to meet him. Sanders, behind the defense, scores. Halliburton to Anderson. Thought twice about the three. Payne the screen. He'll fire now. And it's good. We're tied again. 25 now for Anderson. Under 4 to go in the quarter. I think we're going to be strapped in for the rest of this game. The Spurs keep on scoring. Halliburton to Anderson. Three-pointer online. And now we're in front. You won't let them hold on to this lead right now, and I love that. 11 in the quarter for Anderson, and he keeps on just racking up the points. They literally cannot stop this guy, and he cannot have a bad game. Gordon at the rim. Keldon Johnson tried his best. That's a nice finish. He's way too big for him. Now we're trading leads. Vanderbilt to Halliburton. Now back to Anderson. Payne's going to come up for the screen. Yep, there he goes. Anderson fires. And hits again! The Human Torch continues to light them up. Dustin Hickson over Halliburton knocks it down. Neither team can miss right now. And we're tied again. We go to number 5 again. Another three-pointer. Unconscious! He's unconscious! He's taking threes off screens that aren't even really set yet, and he's knocking them down. Now a deflected pass is stolen by Bobo. Gordon couldn't hang on to Vanderbilt. Now to Anderson, but he can't hang on. Why did you pass that? We could have scored and increased our lead. Batista attacking the basket over Anderson. No. Good stop. Way to be there. Keldon Johnson, another chance. And this time he missed the rim. Come on, dude. What is he, like 1 for 7 now? Pokusevski behind the screens. Can't knock it down. Gotta take advantage of these lucky misses in this quarter because they have been elite from the field. Anderson stalled in his tracks and he lost the ball again. Kuzma picks it up. Batista rounds the screen and hits the floater. They've shot 57%. We are only winning because we've taken more shots. We've hit the same amount. 31 buckets for each team. Anderson finds some space. That shot's off, though. Hickson for 3. Back iron. Gordon rips it down. How does he How does he get that? And why are we fouling him? Come on, we stole him in his tracks. But not Bobo, that was Vanderbilt on the foul. But come on, man. SGA checks in. Anderson will take a breather until probably the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Then I'll check back in. Or maybe he might just check in at the start of it. I'm not entirely sure. We probably need him out there for the entirety of it. But a one-point game, the closest this series has been. SGA blocked by Bobo. Great play. We got a man up there, but Azette missed the pass. He will fire on the other end, and it's good to end the quarter. It's 85-81. Vancouver up by 4 with 1 quarter left to play, trying to finish off the Spurs and put ourselves back in the NBA Finals. Start of the fourth quarter. Anderson back out there. He will play almost the entire game. He finds Payne at the rim. They tried to double him up. That's not going to work. Kyle Kuzma over the top to Gordon for the 2. Halliburton, step back jumper in the mouth of Alexander. He's got 16 points now. Both guys are having very similar days. Christopher over a couple of defenders, missed the shots. Tough one on the move. 6-point lead for the Woodsmen. Halliburton for 3. We haven't seen him take many of those this game, and it's not his shot, to be honest. Alexander finds Christopher wide open in the corner for 3. He missed the shot. Alexander pulled it down, but how? We had a couple of big fellas there. Kuzma over Vando. Got it. Vanderbilt with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Got to find an open look. Anderson has one wide open. He does not miss those. Absolutely not. Christopher on the other end. Can't finish through the contact from Anderson. Defensive and offensive playmaking by him. Now the lob is snatched by Trey Murphy. What was that pass? They hoof it up to Alexander. He finds Gordon at the rim for 2, plus the foul on Vando. Gordon only had 2 points in the first half. He's got 15 here in the second and has yet to miss a shot. Okay. He had a very similar second half, I think, in game 3 or 4. One of the two. Maybe it was last game. Anderson, guarded by Christopher, takes it down low. Back to Payne. Couple of pump fakes. And he missed the shot. That's got to go in. Oh, we got a mismatch somewhere. That's not good. How did this happen, man? We're not supposed to be switching with Don Payne. They've cut our lead back to 2. Couple of screens for Halliburton. Back out to Anderson. Uncontested 3. Dude, this guy is putting us in the finals. I can't be convinced otherwise. I literally cannot. He's got to have 40 by now. Christopher out to Murphy to answer back. It's good. Halliburton is fouled and he hit the shot. Taking a spill to the floor. The 3rd on Gordon. Todd Graves checks in for the probable remainder of the game. The free throw is up, and it's good. Let's go. Alexander attacking the basket. What a finish over Don Payne. That takes a lot of finesse. Payne the screen. Anderson over the top to him over Christopher. Great pass. That's how you do it. You got the switch. You got to make that pass to him. Alexander hesitates. Then gets inside. The screens, the 2-man game with him and Calvin Gordon works a lot of the time. Anderson. Pump fakes. Goes back out to Graves. He's got Gordon guarding him. Not Graves, but Anderson does. And Kuzma grabs the board between 2 of our best rebounders. And we got a mismatch, man. How does this happen? What are we doing so wrong that's happening? That's letting this happen so often. But a 3-second violation, a mental mistake. That's a huge call. We take over. Bobo checks back in. Let's avoid those mismatches now. I'm not sure why it's happening, but we need Payne to be sticking with Gordon the whole way. Top of the key screen. Halliburton attacking the basket and drawing the foul on Kuzma. More free throws coming up for Vancouver. That'll get Halliburton to 20 points on the night. He has had a massive hand in this lead. The free throws are both good. Double screens. Kuzma. Back to Alexander. Payne comes over. And now Graves got the switch, and he's called for the foul. That's his first. Under 6 to play here in the quarter. And the Spurs still aren't going away. They want to keep their season alive as much as they possibly can. They're fighting. They're showing some toughness. They're showing some grit. And their stars are, for the most part, stepping up, especially here in the second half. They've both stepped up massively after pretty slow starts. Shot clock winding down. Halliburton, open look. He's catching fire here in the fourth. 9 for 14 now with 9 assists. Christopher has a lane. Halliburton comes over and has to foul to prevent the bucket. First one up and through. They just won't let us pull ahead. He goes 1 for 2 though. That's a big one. 5 on the clock. Anderson double teamed. Goes back to Halliburton for the open shot. That one's off though. Good pass though. Good pass. Alexander to Kuzma. Bobo, why are you so far away? You gave him a whole court worth of space, man. Now it's a 1-point game. That was bad. Halliburton. Fouled. Payne to Bobo off the inbound pass, and now Anderson. Christopher jumps the screen, and his pass is stolen by Calvin Gordon. He stayed in front of Payne. Kuzma, the jumper. The Spurs lead by 2. We can't be doing this just like game 4. No. 4 minutes to go. We gotta clutch this game out, guys. Come on. Halliburton sees a lane in for the jam. They've shot just under 60%. My God. Kuzma hesitates. Bobo still there with them. Payne blocks the shot. Huge play. We're back with it. Up by 1. A bucket here would be really nice. Anderson's pretty tired out there. He finds Payne at the rim for the stuff. Mismatch down low for Gordon against Anderson. How? What are we doing wrong here? He hits the shot. Come on, man. Why is Payne not sticking with Gordon? I gotta actually look at this. Okay, well, here's what happened. Like, I just can't believe after a made bucket that we have a mismatch, but it's because Anderson is the first up the court and Gordon's right behind him, so he just thinks that he's got to get him in case they try to hoof it up or whatever, because Payne's lagging behind him. So Payne sees that and ends up just going with Josh Christopher instead. But, like, this should not be happening. Like, that's not even a smart idea. Under 3 to go, though. Still a 1-point lead for us. But everything counts now. Every single play matters a lot. Payne finds Graves. Wide open 3. He missed it. Come on, man. That's right there. You were sat there the whole play. He's 1 for 5 from deep. Double screens for Kuzma. Payne picks him up and fouled him. That's his 5th. We can't afford to lose him if this game goes to overtime. Even right now, we cannot afford Payne to pick up a 6th foul. We just can't. The free throw is good. 1 more for Kuzma for the lead is online. Like, the Spurs just, like, it doesn't matter what we've done. They've just had a great second half. Halliburton, though, great move to get to the rim on the baseline. He's having his best day the whole series. 27 points. Alexander hesitates and then throws it away. Don Payne with the jump ahead steal. Under 2 minutes left. Bol back out to Halliburton. Payne comes over for the screen. Back to him. He's got around Gordon. He picks up the 4th foul. Free throws coming up. Don Payne, you got to hit both, buddy. You got to hit both, man. It's absolutely crucial if we want to reach the finals. The first one is good. The second one is up. And it's good as well. Big shots, ice in his veins. Alexander, back to Gordon. And I think that was jarred loose by Bol. I can't believe Gordon just missed that close to the rim. Like, that is crazy to miss that shot out of all of them. Halliburton, that is not a good look, man. We just give the ball away after having it for about 3 seconds. Come on. Gotta milk the clock at this point if we have possession. SGA, step back, over 2. Got him. It's back to 1. Anderson, double teamed. Out to Bol. He has to pick up his dribble. Payne has a mismatch. He's not going to attack it, though. Halliburton to Bol. No, this is not the shot. It's not the shot. We're throwing the game away, man. We had a mismatch. Alexander, step back 3. It's good. Spurs lead by 2. Come on. We're just making some stupid mistakes. I've just got to let these guys play. I'm going to trust them to win this game. I trust them to win this game. We inbound to Anderson. He has not taken a shot in a minute. Bol wide open for the lead. Missed it. Payne is on the glass for 2. And it's tied at 114. The Spurs use their penultimate timeout. It's coming down to the absolute wire, man. Good God. Come on, team. Get a stop here. Get a stop, earn the last shot, and fucking win this game. Points are our ticket to the finals. Alexander with Graves on him. Playing well on him so far. 10 on the shot clock. Come on. Christopher crosses. Anderson's there to meet him. Murphy, the triple. Offline. We have it. We call timeout. 5 seconds left. Let's win this right goddamn now. You gotta get this ball to Anderson, and he has to hit the shot. He goes to him. Anderson. He's gonna take a deep one. That's contested. Oh, that almost went. That almost dropped. We're going to overtime in Game 6, though. This might be the longest episode of the series. It's all coming down to this. It's all coming down to this right here. The 5-minute overtime period. Don Payne's got 5 fouls. Anderson's got 4. Gordon's got 4. And we win the tip. Let's go finish them off. Send them home. And send us to the finals. Anderson to Halliburton. Open look. Offline though. And Murphy pulls it down. Kuzma hesitates. Fades away. Tough shot. No dice. Mismatch for Payne. He's got Kuzma on him. We're not going to feed him. Graves will take a 3 instead. I thought that was going to drop. I got to stop thinking that. He's not a good 3-point shooter right now. And now Gordon's at the rim wide open. Come on. Payne, you got to stay attached to Gordon for Pete's sake, man. God. We can't afford this right now. Halliburton to Anderson. In the corner, he feeds Payne down low on Gordon. He backs him down and scores. Way to use the backboard as well for some leeway. 24 and 13 for Gordon, 20 and 11 for Payne. Both guys having very similar performances, and they're playing well. Kuzma at the rim for 2. Anderson gets the feed. Back to Halliburton. Wide open triple. We got to start knocking these down. Payne gets the board. Graves the 3. That one's off too. Payne's on the glass again, but he can't put it in. He's there again. Bucket and foul. The 5th on Gordon. Don Payne, an absolute masterclass on the offensive boards. Are you kidding me? He just saved that possession, and now he could put us back in front. The free throw is up, and he knocks it down. Absolute machine. Christopher attacking the basket. How does he jam it in like that, man? That looks so easy. He's got 21 points now. Halliburton to Anderson in the corner. He's double teamed. He lost the handle. It's deflected. No. SGA. Blocked by Bobo, and there's no foul. Another good stop. Let's get back out in front here. I don't want Graves taking a shot. I don't want him taking a shot. Come on, man. We drop way too many plays for this guy. Christopher. Finds some space. That's not going in, though. Anderson's wide open in the corner for the 3. He knocks it down. Vancouver leads by 3 with under 2 minutes left in the first overtime period. Let's lock down on defense. Let's get some stops. Alexander readjusts and gets the foul called. Bobo seems to be jawing a bit with him about the call. He missed the first. That's huge. He knocks down the second, though. But a huge missed free throw right there. That could have tied the game. Screen from Payne. Anderson turns it over. We can't be doing that now. We can't be running that play. Christopher finishes on the other end. God, man. Why can't we just call plays that we know work? We haven't called a cutting play for Anderson since like the second quarter, it feels like. Graves, why shooting that? Why are you shooting that, man? He hasn't hit a 3 in the quarter. Gonna lose us the game. Christopher, tough shot, but it's good. And the Spurs lead by 3. Halliburton to Anderson. Pull the trigger. I don't care. It's off the mark, and now we're going to lose. Christopher, the 3. That's the dagger, man. We threw the game! Down by 6. If we don't hit a 3 here, this game is over. Like, we got to go fast. Like, you got to go fast. Like, you have to fire the shot. Bolt was in there for 2. It's still a 2-score game. Like, why would you go for a 2 there? Like, we don't win games like this where we just have to like hope to foul and hope for misses. And we're going to foul SGA, who's not going to miss the shots. Like, he may have missed one earlier, but he's not going to miss these, man. We're going to lose with Anderson dropping like 50 points, man. Unreal. Unfucking believable. After that great of a first half on defense, we are going to give up this much. Anderson, double teamed. Halliburton contested 3. It's good. But again, we're going to have to foul and hope that they miss the shots. Well, we aren't even trying to even force a deny of the ball to Alexander, which is like, is the game plan to like just hit 4 threes in a row and expect him to make all the free throws? Because that's what's going on here. Like, the game plan right now is just bad. Like, you got to press. You got a full court press, man. You weren't even trying. That's not going in. That's the game. Why are we fouling again? You know it's over. It's torture. Going to game 7, everybody. Just can't say a whole lot more than we blew it in that second half. They outscored us by 9 in the third, 4 in the fourth, and 5 in overtime. And that means that they outscored us by 19 points after halftime. And that's all there is to it, man. I mean, I'm not really sure what to say because this exact game plan worked last game. It worked in the first half. Maybe I should have made some adjustments in the fourth quarter. But the reason why I didn't was because we still covered those double screen plays very well. The only problem with that second half, in my opinion, was one, they were hitting a lot more shots that were contested. They were just hitting more of their looks, and it didn't really matter how close we were to them. And two, we fouled them more in the second half, like a lot more. It also does not help that Keldon Johnson and Todd Graves fail to, like, touch the rim on their three-pointers. Like, Graves went 1 for 10, he was 2 for 15. We lost the fucking game because of that, dude. Keldon Johnson 3 for 12. We cannot have this again. We cannot have this again. Like, it just can't. Like, why is he taking 15 shots? I don't even have any plays drawn up for him. Okay, actually, we do have some plays for Todd Graves. I'm taking all those off. I'm taking all those off. Except for Cutter. That's the only one. You can only have Cutter. I cannot afford him to shoot 2 for 15 again. In a game like that. Just another game that we lose where Anderson drops 43 points, man. Unreal. Halliburton had a great day as well. 32 and 10. Payne played well. It is very difficult for this team to lose with these three guys playing as well as they did. Like, they played so well, although Halliburton was 1 for 8 from 3, and that was most of his misses. So, the 3 points, the 3-pointers besides Anderson were awful. Nobody shot well besides him. Shea drops 31 in the win. He shot almost perfectly. I mean, I just can't figure out how to stop this guy. Josh Christopher, 28 points after a horrid day last time around. Calvin Gordon bounces back too, as he has done throughout the entire series. Kyle Kuzma had some shots fallen. Batista was lights out from 3, because of course he was. And yeah, we lose because we did not shoot well from 3. They only took 22 of them after shooting it really bad last game. And I mean, we allowed 59% shooting, and that was the entire second half. They had to have shot like 70% in that second half, dude. And the free throws helped out too. Had a lot more paint points. We had a lot less assists. They had more bench points. They had, I think, 1 less rebound than we did. We could have won this game easily. We were in front for a lot of it. And I'm really disappointed that we lost this game. Because now we have game 7, and with the same game plan going the blowout way and then a close game way that we end up losing, like, that makes things really murky. Makes the waters really murky going into this closeout game. But that'll have to be it for us here. Very long episode. I think it was worth watching as much as we did. And now we're going to watch one more full game next time out. Game 7. Another one. Against the goddamn Spurs. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And, yeah, Game 7 next time around. See you guys there.